Hey everyone, today is June 15th, 2012, day 26 of the Walk Across America. I'm here right now, just outside of, it's called Philippi, West Virginia. We walked today, short walk, about 13 or so miles from Elkins. Is that where we started today? Yeah, Elkins, West Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry, Belington. Elkins was the other day. Belington, West Virginia to Philippi, West Virginia. And we were, I'll get to that later. So I'll talk about what we've been doing. Last, we left off at the motel there that George paid for us, which was awesome. Thank you, George, again. And we left that day and we walked down towards where he was telling us to go, Route 55 and Route 33, and we were walking that way and we stumbled upon Smoke Hole. It's, you know, they own about 15 miles of land, and well, they own, you know, cabins along 15 miles, and you know, it's just really nice places. We stopped in, and the owner of the main lodge gave us some shish kebabs and stuff, which is awesome. And then we kept on walking, and we happened upon Smoke Hole Cavern. It's this cave that was used during the Civil War. It was used by the Seneca Indians. It's near Seneca Rocks, which are really majestic rocks here in West Virginia, in the mountain range. And my man Derek, that we met there, you know, we were talking to him. He's going to school for music ministry, and we met him. He gave us a free tour of the cave. Here's some footage from there. That thing is crazy. Yeah. How does that do it? And so we met him and we left there. We were walking basically into the wilderness. There's a part of West Virginia, the hill's called Dolly Sods. And if you mention it to anyone in West Virginia, if you mention walking it, they just, like, their eyes get big and everything. And so we tried walking it because it's part of the ADT. Even though George warned us against it, we tried it just to see, you know, because, you know, we wanted to see if we could do it. And we walked for over 4 hours, over 6 miles, and it just was horrible. Just trying to push Carrie's cart up that hill, it was ridiculous. And we got up there, we were spent after those 4 hours. We called up Gloria and Scotty, who we met the day before. They took us down to their house, and it was awesome. We just got to fellowship with them a whole lot more, and Gloria made pancakes for us in the morning, and it was just great hanging out with them. So we decided that the mountains were going to be too ridiculous with Carrie's cart, so we got a ride from them up over Allegheny Mountain, and then we received another ride from a stranger over the rest of the mountains down into Elkins, and that's where we got that night. Well, we actually went to Harmon the night before, and a lady named Vicky, who met us at a gas station, she let us stay in her driveway. Thanks, Vicky. I know you probably won't see this. We never gave you any contact info, but so we got a ride into Elkins, and we did some laundry there, and we were looking for Wednesday night Bible study because we were in town, and so we looked up and we found a church. It was Calvary Baptist Church, and we went there, and the pastor welcomed us. He was like, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" And you know, we talked to him, and it was just really awesome to be welcomed by that church, and we had a great Bible study there that night, and the pastor let us camp out on the church lawn. It was great. Thanks again. And we just been running into a lot of pastors lately. We the next day, which was yesterday, we were walking from Elkins into help me again, Belington, West Virginia, and we it was just great. You know, we were almost into town, and a guy was pulled over on the side of the road, dressed real nice and looking sharp, and Carrie and I were like, hey, he probably wants to talk to us. And so we stopped over, and he was like, hey, what you guys doing? And we just started talking to him, telling him what we're doing, and he was like, well, I'm assistant pastor at a church, and I'd like, you know, to invite you guys for dinner. So we went over there, we roasted hot dogs, and they just fed us and did all kinds of great stuff. That was assistant pastor Jeremiah. He's comm media and marketing, that does that kind of thing. His wife Becky, and his father and mother-in-law Ron and Jan. Thank you guys for everything you did. It was just an awesome time getting to spend with you and meet everyone. And we left from there this morning. Ron cooked us breakfast. Thanks, Ron. And we went into from Belington, and we walked into Philippi today, and we met another pastor. We were actually walking to we were in town, we were walking, and we stopped at Sheets, and he just was like, well, apparently he had seen us, and a whole bunch of people from the church had seen us that day, and he saw us, and then, you know, we disappeared from his sight, and then he saw us again, and he was like, wow, I really got to stop him. So he stopped us, and turns out he's going to be doing his own walk across West Virginia, maybe in the fall. The Lord's been leading him pretty much since the same time that God's been leading me to do this walk. So it was awesome. We got to go to their prayer service tonight, and it was just great. Got a lot of confirmation there, and a lot of prayers and protection and everything. And the entire church body pretty much got a vision of us individually, separately from each other. Got a vision of Carrie and I walking, and they said they saw this 9-foot tall angel guarding us the entire way. And so we have an angel with us. God's just blessing us. So we have a hedge of protection over us. And you know, this whole experience is just being magnified, and especially by meeting them and everything. And so I have a couple of things I wanted to hit here. Oh, by the way, okay. So West Virginia is really cool. If anyone's ever walking through West Virginia, walking on the interstates, we walked 250 and 55, 33, and all sorts of other interstates, and they've been really laid back. So thank God. Thanks for West Virginia. It's been really great. We met. Oh, there was this little town called Junior that you pass on your way to Belington, and Joanne and Penny, they stopped us there, and they gave us lemonade and stuff. So thanks, guys. I pray for the both of you. You guys are on my heart. We were walking yesterday. We got a little bit of confirmation before we got to Belington yesterday. We met this woman called Amanda. Well, her name was Amanda Bybee, and she works at a junior corrections facility in Salem, which is on our route. And she was like, man, I wish you guys were passing through this area where I work, because you could, you know, I'd have you be guest speakers. Well, it's on our route, and we told her that, and so she gave us contact information. So we might be speaking up there in the days to come. So if you're watching this video, keep us in your prayers for that. I'm getting in contact with the people up there, and let's see. Okay, I wanted to talk about the pastor Howard and Benita. The people that I was talking about that we met today, and we went to their church. So their church is called Haven of Hope here in Philippi, West Virginia, just outside of Philippi, or it's actually closer to Belington, I guess. Anyway, it's called Haven of Hope, and they have this great ministry that they're doing for Haiti. Their family's actually adopting 3 children, and I'll show you that right here. And so there are a couple other walks I'd like you all to know about. My father and his colleagues and his students and his friends, and my little brother and I think his girlfriend too, are doing a sympathy walk for Carrie and I. Basically what that means is they walk about 10 kilometers, which is roughly 6 miles, every weekend, or twice a weekend, I'm not sure. You know, they walk and take a lot of pictures and eat a 1,000-calorie meal afterwards and things like that. But they're walking for us, and they live down in the Dominican Republic, which is where my family lives, and they're gonna be making T-shirts that say "Walk by faith, not by sight," like we have, but in Spanish, and that's real exciting. So thanks for the support to all my family and Carrie's family. And I didn't mention this in my last video. I put it in the blog but forgot to talk about it in the video. Kristen and Mike Billiter they just began their walk, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, from San Francisco the other way. They're walking the exact opposite way we are. They're going to be taking about a year to do it, and keep them on your prayers. I believe their website is stormingjericho.wordpress.com. Pretty sure that's what it is. And there's another couple, Kate and Mike Sayal, I think, are their names, and they're promoting pet therapy. They're walking with their 2 dogs. They began in Delaware early this March. Dog Blog USA is their thing. I'm not sure of the website, but you search that and you'll be sure to find it. And pretty sure that's everything I wanted to hit on. I just pray that everyone is doing well, and I wanted to give you guys a tour of where we're at right now. The church actually paid for a place for us to stay tonight, and it's great. We're just running into great people. So here's a tour of the room. Yeah, here's all our stuff, and we got everything there. There's Carrie, and there's actually a jacuzzi in the room, which is crazy. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's been supporting us and who we've met along the way. God bless you all. It's just been a very encouraging walk so far, and as Pastor said tonight, there's a greater purpose for this walk, and we don't know it yet, and I can't wait to figure it out. Find out one day. Grace and peace, everyone. God bless.